Now, you'll recognise my next guest from taking part in the ITV series The Games, gosh, she's fit, and her recent documentary where she opened up about raising her 3 beautiful children who all have autism, alongside husband Paddy McGuinness, as well as her own diagnosis of autism. Well, Christine McGuinness is now sharing her story in A Beautiful Nightmare, which is out right now. It's been a bestseller in hardback, it's out now in paperback. And Christine is here now. It's lovely to see you, and you're looking so well.
And you, oh, thank you.
You're putting the rest of us to shame.
Do you know, I didn't wake up like this. It took a whole village to get me ready today.
Whole village, is that right? The glam squad.
Yeah.
Now, it's out in paperback. This was, I know for you, you're 34 now?
Yeah.
34. This was a big move for you. It's a big move for anyone to do an autobiography, and you did lay it bare in A Beautiful Nightmare.
Yeah.
But particularly for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to be as honest as possible. I still pinch myself that I have these opportunities, even just being here today, I can't believe it. So when this book publisher came along and said, we'd love you to write your autobiography, I just wanted to go for it and be as honest as possible, which I was.
Yeah, and you were, and some really deep traumas. Your dad had a heroin addiction. There was sexual abuse from another member of the extended family and so on. And yeah. I don't particularly want to go into those today because they're kind of updates, if you like, to the book. But even just bringing up 3 children with autism. My son has, I don't think he's autistic, but he has severe learning difficulties. But similar sorts of issues. It is not easy, Christine.
It's not easy. It's challenging,
yeah,
and it's difficult at times, but if you've read the book, you'll know there's lots of fun and joy, and there's lots to celebrate, and that comes along with having children with additional needs. And I felt like that was just so important to put in the book because that is the biggest part of my life. That's me. I'm a mum, and I've got 3 autistic children.
Yeah.
I'm autistic myself. I wrote about that in the book, about my diagnosis. For me, writing the book has just been a huge positive. You know, just being able to write everything down, it was quite therapeutic. And then I've closed the book and kind of moved on. And
well, you're into a new chapter now, aren't you? Literally writing the next book, in a sense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wanted to do an update in this book, but there was so much in there that's happened from when I finished this last year. Like, I would need at least a good year to carry on.
Well, tell us some of the things that have happened then, that you particularly loved since you wrote it.
Well, I got my diagnosis just when I finished the book, and that's changed my life. It's helped me understand myself a lot more. I feel like I'm really coming into my own. It's helped a lot with work, so I went on to do The Real Full Monty.
Yeah. How you did that, my goodness me.
I don't know how I've done it myself.
From a woman who was so anxious about doing anything, really, and then you go and do that. I mean, from one extreme to another.
I know. I was petrified, but I wanted to do it for my mum. My mum is still recovering from breast cancer, so I'd done that for her. And then when I finished that show, I went on to do The Games. The Games was a sports show where I had to learn 9 Olympic sports over 6 weeks with 12 other celebrities, and that was massively out of my comfort zone. But again, with my diagnosis, understanding myself, I wanted to push. I wanted to be an inspiration to my own children. They're my biggest inspiration. I want them to look at mummy and know that they can do anything.
They can do it as well. Because you went recently on holiday with Chelsea Grimes, the girls' holiday, and that was all over the front pages, looking super glam and everything. But that was something that you've never been on a girls' holiday before. What are the strategies then, as someone with autism and ADHD, to be able to go and do that?
I think lots of prep. You know, I wanted to know where we were going, what we were doing, and I knew that I was going to feel anxious before I left. I think it's a combination of the children being ready for me to go out the house a bit more and for me to overcome my little fears and anxiety of being in different places and doing different things. But honestly, I had the best time. I had a few
What was the best bit then?
I saw a waterfall. I've never seen a waterfall before, ever in my life.
What?
A waterfall. It was just so gorgeous.
Seriously?
I'm not well travelled. I haven't really been to a lot of places. It's been 3 years since I last went abroad.
That is actually quite surprising. It'd be surprising for a lot of people, but
I was extremely reclusive in my 20s. I had a good 8 years of kind of just staying in and and not travelling. Now I understand why I was like that. I want to stop doing that and make sure I see the world.
That freedom that it's given.
I know. It's really, honestly, it's helped me so much, and I can't wait to go away again. We're actually going on a family holiday next week with the children, and I'm excited for it, whereas in the past I've always felt quite worried and scared of going to different places, but I want to explore the world. I want to do as much as I can.
Oh,
I feel like I've got a new
fantastic
lease of life. It's amazing.
It's fantastic. Now, as we know, Paddy obviously is on everything at the moment, and you have your own career as well, which is wonderful and wonderful to see on the Instagram and everything. You're doing all these different wonderful things, and it's a joy to hear that you feel much freer now. But there are the bad headlines, and the press seem to be at you and Paddy at the moment. I don't know if there is substance to that or what, or if there's something you want to say about it, perhaps.
I think marriages just go up and down anyway. I think all marriages, especially long ones like ours, 15 years together, it's not always going to be plain sailing, but we're trying to deal with things as privately as possible, and we both just want to be there to support the children and give them an amazing summer. Like I said, we're going away on a family holiday next week, and we're really excited about it. And they're always going to be our focus, and that's the most important thing to us.
Well, we wish both of you and the family all the very best with that. So exciting! You're doing the rounds with A Beautiful Nightmare again, and that is great because obviously you don't live down in London, but a lot of the work is down in London, and you feel much more comfortable about coming away from home now?
Yeah, definitely. It has got easier with the children, and I didn't believe it years ago. I remember a paediatrician saying to me, it is difficult now, but it will get easier. And I was thinking, there's no way I'm not going to be able to stay out overnight. I can now, and I know they're fine, I know they're safe, I know they're happy. And I think that's growth as a family for me and the children to be getting more comfortable with change. So
do you know what? I can see it in your eyes, Christine.
I'm so proud of them.
Well, I'm proud of you because I know with my son,
you.
And he's an introvert, and he has all the the effort that goes into what we others would call normal life, Yeah. And so fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
And all the very best, Christine.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots of love. And Christine's book, A Beautiful Nightmare, is out now in paperback.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.